Hey everyone, Scott Norris here from Virtualize Me TV. Every new release of vROps, I get asked about my cluster dashboard, whether it works, uh, any improvements, etc. So today I just thought I'd just go through my cluster dashboard. I'll be posting a bit of an update on my blog, and I'll add another view, which I think might be useful, but we'll see. And I'll go step by step and I'll actually build the dashboard from scratch just to show that yes, it still works in 6.4 and it's the same dashboard I've been using since the 5 days and has sort of gone through all the versions with me, and is something I used to use in an operational space, and it's really great and humbling. I see it in most places that I go. Being on the big screens, it's quite cool, and I'm glad a lot of people have gotten use out of it. So as you can see on the screen, we've got this is the dashboard. It's had slight changes over the years and whatnot, and obviously these um, metrics are useful, but they might not fit yours. So obviously you can change this up to however suits your needs. But what I like, and the hardest thing about dashboards, is the space, what you have to work with. So I found that I always could have, at a glance, I could quickly click through all my clusters and I could see the health pretty easily, and what could be wrong with the machines. So as you can see, my lab isn't exactly healthy, and it is definitely over provisioned in there these days with all the different products I've got installed. But let's go through it. So we can see this is version 4. Well, I'm pretty sure it's version 4. That's not the help. Let's do that. So we've got 6.4. It's working fine. So let's actually go and make the dashboard again. Let's make it a V2, and we'll go through and actually make a view as well. So let's go to our dashboards. Let's create a new one. Widget list. So the great thing, obviously, um, you can do now is you can size all your widgets independently, which is great. I remember when 6 first came out and you had the very stringent, columns you could put it in, but now we can make them all shapes and sizes, which is great. So I'd want these two, the object list. So now let's I only want to see cluster objects, so we go object types, cluster compute resources, and that's it. Done. And also what I like doing is auto select the first row. Then we want a couple of heat maps. Now this first one will be our core utilization. So we need to create a new config, so we can go instance. Now I can show you the difference between the two if you want. We want cluster compute. Then we want host. Ah, actually that's probably just as quick to do this. Host system. And then we want core utilization under CPU. Now core utilization is not enabled by default, so you will have to enable it in your metrics collection. We go 0 to 100 and go OK. And then we go this one. And we want memory swap. Always a good one to keep an eye on. We want instanced as well. And again, same. I'm not typing. And we want and attribute. We want the swap in rate. And because we'd really like 0 there for nothing, and any swap's bad, but let's just go 5. Okay, and the health chart. So health chart, we'll want children to be selected. And let's just quickly, go through. We don't want object list. Let's give it a proper name, by the way. I forgot to do that. Okay, cluster list. Sweet. And that's everything is linked to the cluster list. Yeah, so I should be able to choose that. And voila. Yep, so 8 calls a host, yep, all good. And my swap's looking okay at the moment. So again, we might not want that this big. Make that a bit smaller. Obviously, depending how many hosts you have in your environment. And okay, now let's go back to our widgets. Now, let's go scoreboards. So scoreboard. Now I've already got the metrics are the same ones that are on my blog. So I want my CPU health. And we'll go through the self-provider off, yep. This one can be the memory, so they sit under the CPU, memory health. Right, now let's give them interaction as well. Done. Awesome. So in this one we can change it up however we want, but let's have a look at the pastel. Pastel won't be. Alright, that's nice. Memory, we can wonder what that looks like, stretched out a bit. But obviously you can go through and fine tune these, how many columns you want. So you go 3. Can't really tell what that they are in those instances. Well, if we change it to pastel as well, they'll be set on top. Yeah, that's not too bad. Again, we can chop and change these, make them as big or as little as we want. Now the CPU one, there's not many there, so we could probably have that a bit smaller. This one, yeah, cool. All right. Now, what else do I usually have on the dashboard? Even though I've forgotten. So that's right. We have our summary of just stuff. Let's have the summary down there. And we've got another heat map, which is our data store usage. Which can go there. Let's go summary. Let's go pastel as well. Let's like keep it all similar. And this heat map. Is something I've forgotten how to do actually. Oh no, should be threshold. It's been so long. We want instanced. We want cluster again. And object type is data store. And the attribute would be capacity remaining. I guess you can use not so much capacity remaining, but you could probably look at doing a supermetric and working out your 10% free and all the rest of it to give you a more accurate look. Where is it? Capacity remaining. Ah, there it is. Oop. So we want to flip this around. That's right, forgot about that. So if we've got 0% remaining, I want it to be red. If I've got up to and including 20% remaining, I want it to be green. And save. Ooh, that looks no good. Let's now link them up as well. Apply those. Let's ooh. Ooh. All right. Looking good. Now that's pretty much it. And what I usually had here was a dependency mapping or something like that. But let's put something else in today. We'll save this. And I want to create a view. So it's more for views are great, especially if you put in properties or use tags. You can really get some nice, powerful things out of them. But let's just look at let's make two views, but we're going to use one. Let's go, number of oh no, we'll go guest OS breakdown. Ooh, so in this instance, I'll probably want a distribution and pie charts. Yeah, I like pie charts. I just wish we could change the color of them. Now for this one, we want discrete. Where's subjects? So I want virtual machines. Fine, I'll choose it myself. And the data is some properties and guest operating system full name. So we got that, then we select our preview source just to test it out. Check that one. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Here we just go sweet. And then what I also want to create one, which might be good. Now, if you use tags, where we can go like a so I'll just call it application numbers, but that's because what I've got set up already that I know is there. But in this instance, when you're dynamically provisioning through VRA, you could have maybe it's cost codes or project IDs or something that's associated that you automatically tag or automatically place into vROps as part of the automation. And then you can have some really cool views. But again, I'll go discrete. I'll choose it. Virtual machine data. Go properties. Custom tag application value. Now this isn't 100%. Ooh, that's. Now let's Yep, cool. Well, I've got way too many visualize automation boxes. Save. Cool. All right, now let's go back to our dashboard. Edit that. Now let's place a view down here. Now this one it was a guest OS breakdown. And we want to apply interaction to that. Doesn't look great. But let's go. Let's Oh, that was pretty cool. All right. Let's neaten some of this stuff up. And actually, I could probably put maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to put it below there. Let's make that nice and small. Move it up there. Yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like, but oh, man. direction. There's no data on that one. Yeah, it's a little bit too small. Yeah, but you get some idea. Anywho, we can make this a bit smaller because let's have a look if we save that and have a look what it looks like on a full screen. Within this window, it's a little bit too big. It's alright, we can make some changes to that. We could do that. And remember, you've always got to tune to your particular size, depending on machine types, depending on how many clusters you have, etc., etc. Nice. That's probably a little bit too small. There. Awesome. Alright, looks great. Anyway, cheers. See you next time.